Oh, 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 I can't live without you. Oh, 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 I can't breathe without your love. Your love.
Good evening. A few little housekeeping items. Just a reminder that our 2025 commencement ceremony is being broadcast on the district YouTube channel, which has been shared on our Facebook page. For your safety and in case of an emergency, please note the closest exit to the right, to the left, hallway. And I will I will also ask that everyone please refrain from approaching the stage or blocking the aisles. We want to make sure that everyone can see our graduates. We also have professional photographers here who will be taking care of the stage pictures tonight. So welcome. At this time, I'm going to ask everyone to please rise for the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Sanborn Regional High School Chorus, led by our new choral director and class of 2020 Sanborn graduate, Mr. John Putnam.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Well, surprise, I'm going to ask you to stand up one more time. I'm going to invite Class of 2025 Class Council Representative Molly Regis to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I promise. Now we can sit. Okay.
We're doing is White Winter Hymn.
I would like to welcome you, the family and friends of our graduates, the faculty and staff of our school, community members, alumni, school board members, budget committee members, Sanborn Seminary trustees, to the Sanborn Regional High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. My name is Jennifer Mitchison, and I am proud to be the principal at Sanborn Regional High School. On the stage tonight, I'd like to acknowledge those who are here with me, as well as those who made today a success. Our interim superintendent of schools, Dr. Robert Dawson. School Board Chair, Ms. Dawn Dutton. School Board Vice Chair, Mr. Rick Edelman. Math Teacher and Class of 2025 Advisor, Mr. Sam Parsons. Former math teacher and Sanborn graduate, another Class of 2025 Advisor, Miss Jill Spiro. Associate Principal, Miss Nicole O'Brien. Assistant Principal, Mr. Josh White. Assistant Principal, Mr. Sean Sullivan. And Assistant Principal, joining us tonight from the middle school, Dr. Allison Trimper. I would also like to thank the following people for all of their efforts over the past several months for making tonight possible. Sally Lantigua, Deirdre Cotter, Deb Haley, Angela Terrio, Joni Marsilia, Dr. Dawson, Nicole O'Brien, Josh White, Sean Sullivan, Allie Trimper, Dan Doyle, Wayne Souther, Matt Hewson and the entire facilities staff, the Kingston Fire Department and the Kingston Police Department, and 4 students who helped bring tonight to life, Alyssa Rajevich, Neely Kiakia, Robbie Comtois, and Luke Thomas. Thank you. Class of 2025. We've spent 4 years together. You have all grown up in these hallways and classrooms of this building, and I can still see the young, eager faces of your freshman selves like it was yesterday. I could replay the scenes in my mind, reliving some unforgettable moments, some amazing, some maybe more difficult, a lot of laughs, tears, memories, dreams, goals, all leading to this moment that was not an easy road. Traversing 4 years of high school is not easy in any way, but let's take a moment to recognize some of the hard accomplishments that the class of 2025 can be proud of. This group has had some incredible athletic seasons during their 4 years here. Graduates, please stand if you are a student athlete. Congratulations to you on your commitment to your teams and our athletic program. I would also like to recognize our extracurricular activities that our students are involved in. Graduates, please stand if you participated in student council, an honor society, a club, music, drama group, any of our extracurricular activities. Our extracurricular activities are always a high point for many in our community. The class of 2025 certainly put in the hard work and preparation with regard to their academic achievements. Graduates, please stand if you successfully completed college-level classes while in high school, AP, Running Start, SNHU, or an NECC program. Good job. And how about our graduates who attended SST, participated in career opportunities, internships, ELOs? Graduates, please stand if you successfully completed a 2-year certificate program at the Seacoast School of Technology, completed an internship or an ELO through our school. Good job. And some of our graduates have earned certifications required for specific careers and professions. Graduates, please stand if you earned an industry credential while you were in high school. You have already started on your journey towards your career aspirations. Several of tonight's graduates have worked diligently over the past 4 years to achieve the honor of being named a New Hampshire Scholar. Graduates, please stand if you have earned the title of a New Hampshire Scholar. And tonight, there are 3 specific graduates I would like to recognize. When I call your names, please stand up and remain standing. Ranked 3rd in the class, our class essayist, Neely Kiakia. Ranked 2nd in our class, our salutatorian, Nina Pelosi. And ranked 1st in the class, your 2025 valedictorian, Julia Rockwell. Congratulations. Okay, wow, that's awesome. I have a question though, just a question. How many of you, and you don't have to stand, but how many of you have heard me say at least once during the past 4 years to do the easy things? Please raise your hand if you've heard me say that. Come on, don't be shy. Okay, a lot of you. Maybe you're forgetting. Logan, I love your honesty because you're like, oh yeah, nope. Well, so I want to kind of let you in on a little secret. It's the easy things that got you here tonight, ready to walk across the stage, and maybe I should explain that a little bit. So it's the easy thing of showing up on time for school and classes, most of the time, that helped you with the hard task of developing time management skills, balancing schedules with schools, extracurricular activities, work, and friends and family. It's the easy thing of showing up prepared with the necessary materials and attitude that helped you with the hard task of earning an A on that Chem 2 test, earning the top honor at Sanborn or the Seacoast School of Technology, or winning the girls' 3 state title in the high jump, or scoring 1,000 points during your high school basketball career, having a near perfect tennis season, qualifying for the All-State Music Festival, earning the highest honors here tonight. It's the easy thing of paying attention when others are speaking that has helped you prepare for, well, even tonight. Knowing where to sit, how to walk in a procession, when to pause for the camera, how to grab your diploma with your left hand while shaking with your right hand. And yes, you got it. And even knowing my cue of sit down, stand up, sit down. It's the easy thing of asking for help when you need it that has helped you through the college application process, or successfully navigating an internship or ELO, or raising your calculus grade, learning how to use the pottery wheel, having your speech chosen to be shared at our end-of-year events, or knowing how to pronounce the word panache. Sorry, Ms. Spiro. It's the easy thing of being kind and polite that has helped you through stressful social situations, or a peer conflict, or not seeing eye to eye with a teacher, or finding yourself in my office for the 3rd time in 1 week. It's the easy thing of following the basic rules and expectation that has helped you stay disciplined in the classrooms and on the stage, on the courts, fields, and track. It's the easy things that have helped you discover who you are. It's the easy things that will make the hard things easier. Retired Navy SEAL and author William McRaven, in his book, Make Your Bed, explains how it is the simple acts that will give you the lift you need to get through a given day. His philosophy, make your bed, and the concept that sometimes the simple act of making your bed can give you the lift you need to start your day and provide you the satisfaction to end it right, will go a long way. And he stated that if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. So wherever life takes you after your time here at Sanborn Regional High School, please remember my annoying voice in your ear reminding you that no matter what situation you are in, just do the easy things. That's it. All right. Okay. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Sanborn Regional High School math teacher, girls tennis coach, Class of 2025 advisor, Mr. Sam Parsons, who will introduce our first student speaker of the night.
It's in here somewhere. I got it. Hi, Class of 2025, congratulations. Yep, thank you. It's my honor tonight to introduce your senior class president, Alyssa Radjevich. Over the past 4 years, Alyssa has been a varsity athlete, a committed volunteer, a student leader, and almost my manicurist. Yes, I was supposed to get my nails done yesterday in honor of and by the following speaker, but I chickened out. I'm not sure what that says about me, but in my defense, I was really overwhelmed by all the color and nail options. So instead of sparkles, you just get my regular fingers. I'm sorry. I've coached Alyssa in tennis since her freshman year. She's been a constant presence on the team, reliable, hardworking, and completely unfazed by my tendency to call her by many unapproved nicknames, including, but not limited to, Allie, Al, Liz, or A-Rad. Actually, that's not totally true. She's not unfazed. She's just become less visibly annoyed by it over the last 4 years, and I think she tolerates it. Yeah, a little bit, okay. And so that's an essential part of the athlete-coach bonding experience, I think. On the court, she's consistent, strategic, and tough when it counts. Her backhand is strong as a French tip. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, guys. Precise, clean, and best not underestimated. I've also recently had the privilege of working with Alyssa on planning the senior trip. And if you thought your high school years were stressful, try organizing a trip for 52 seniors to the Jersey Shore. Alyssa handled it all with grace and patience, even when I was starting to lose mine. And everybody made it back safe, and they're all graduating tonight, so that's great news. Somewhere in the chaos of permission slips, roommate requests, and travel logistics, I realized just how much I rely on Alyssa. Not just as a student leader, but as a person I trust deeply. Alyssa has become more than a student I advise or a player I coach. She's become someone whose presence makes my job easier, more interesting, and more meaningful. Alyssa is the kind of person you don't need to check in on because you already know the job is done, probably better than you expected. I've almost never once worried about her handling something. I've also almost never once called her by her actual name. So that's balance. So please join me in welcoming your senior class president using a nickname I've always been too scared to say to her face. Lissy Pitt. I'm gonna just stop at Lissy. I'll stop at Lissy. Alyssa, it's been a true privilege to watch you grow, both as a leader and as a person everyone can count on. Thank you for everything you've done for this class. You've earned this moment.
Good evening, family, friends, staff, and the graduating class of 2025. My name is Alyssa Radjevich, the senior class president, and I'd like to officially welcome you to graduation day. Today has been a long time coming. Being class president this year wasn't always as easy, and I wanted to take a moment to thank the people who made it all possible. Neely, Ella, Hannah, Ashlyn, and Jessica, thank you for keeping me sane. I truly would not be where I am today without each of you. Thank you for being there for me through my lowest of lows and highest of highs. I will miss you all more than words can say next year. To my parents, I am endlessly grateful for you. You've helped me in more ways than I can explain. Thank you for being my rock, my support system, and my role model throughout my life. You have taught me so many valuable life lessons, although there's one I still don't fully agree with. How many times have you heard someone say to live in the moment? Well, I disagree just a little bit. Taking pictures is incredibly important. I may be a little biased, but capturing memories has gotten me through high school. It has also helped me realize what I want to pursue in college. My camera has witnessed so many of our memories, whether it was Chase and Dylan's 1,000th point, the pre-skip .5 photo at Winter Carnival, the senior sunrise on the track, or everyone's media day pictures. Those moments live on not just in our hearts, but in images we can revisit forever. My camera has witnessed it all, but it wasn't just about the images. It was about what they represent, us, our laughter, our growth, and our friendship. Even if the details of senior year fade, the photos will remind us it all really happened. Years from now, we may not remember every single detail about senior year. Some of us may lose touch over time, but those pictures, they will be with us. And every time we look at them, we'll remember that it happened, that we lived it, and we made it. To most people in the future, those pictures might just look like relics of the past, but to us, they mean something more. They are pieces of our story, snapshots of friendships, laughter, growth, and milestones. One day, we will show them to our kids and not just say, that was me, but that was us. After today, some of us may never see each other again. We'll watch each other's lives in pictures, and that's a hard truth to accept. But it makes those shared memories, the ones we captured together, that much more meaningful. So take the photo, because this chapter may be ending, but its impact will last a lifetime. As Taylor Swift once said, hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
Thank you, Alyssa. And we'll be able to share the awesome video she made. All right, up next, we have a musical performance or two or three in store for you. The chorus will perform White Winter Hymnal, which will be followed by the band's performance of Music for a Darkened Theater. And then finally, the chorus and band will perform our school song, Dear Old Sanborn. The lyrics are on the back of your program.
With scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling. falling in the snow. And I turned round and there you go. And Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime. I was following the pack, all swallowed in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats, to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned round and there you go, and Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the
Let's have another round of applause for our chorus and band students. Okay. Tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing our next student speaker, someone who is truly exceptional, someone who would never ask for the spotlight, but who shines in it nonetheless. That person is Maya Thompson. If it were up to Maya, she wouldn't be the main character in her own story, because in her eyes, she's just someone who does what needs to get done. No praise necessary, no admiration expected, whether it's running knee-deep with sixth graders or helping someone move a number of items, set things up, decorate, you name it. Maya's there. But those of us who've had the privilege of knowing her know that Maya is the hero of her story. And whether she likes it or not, she's also the person that so many look up to. Maya is a hero not only, or maybe not in the grand cinematic way, but in a very quiet, powerful way that truly matters. She shows up for people. As captain of the varsity soccer team, she led her team through a tough season, not with loud speeches or force, but with a steady, joyful presence, an unwavering support. One teammate who was struggling with peer pressure and conflict found refuge in Maya's kindness. And that student later shared that Maya was the reason that she could bring herself to walk through the school doors. That's the kind of person Maya is. She doesn't just lead, she uplifts. Maya is also a fierce advocate. When something is wrong in her world, watch out, but she doesn't ignore it. She faces it, and what makes her so remarkable is how she does it. Maya brings maturity and the kind of assertion needed to solve conflict. Whether she's speaking to peers or addressing adults as the student school board representative, her voice carries both strength and compassion. Her communication is thoughtful, her vision is clear, and her leadership speaks volumes. And when you look at her track record, student body president for 3 years, student council president and vice president, captain of different sports teams, you see her pattern. Not of someone who wants a title, but someone who takes on the responsibility and makes the most of every opportunity to create positive change. And in the face of adversity, Maya learned to lean on those who she could count on, and her heroes, and the people that she trusted. She built her confidence day by day, and she chose to rise, not just for herself, but so she could be strong for others who needed someone to look up to. That is courage, that is grit, and that is Maya Thompson. And the most amazing thing is her story is just beginning. Maya, we see you, we admire you, and we are so proud of you. You may not see yourself as the main character, but I promise you, you are the kind of hero that others look up to. Come on up.
Sorry. Good evening and congratulations to the class of 2025. I'd like to thank all of the friends, families, school board members, and staff members for all of their support to get us to this moment. The work we have put in for the past 4 years is finally paying off. When I look around, I see the growth of each of the members of this graduating class. As I prepared to write this speech, I thought about the pressure we've all felt to know exactly what to do, to make the right decision, the right college, the right job, the the right next step. It made me wonder if there is ever a right choice, a perfect choice. Society tells us so often in so many ways to be perfect, to have perfect grades, find the perfect job, and have a perfect family. It took me until now to realize that life doesn't work like that. Life is hard and messy, and there are many surprises that come our way. But that is where the magic lives, in the unknown. I would think every day that if I just lived the perfect life and had the perfect body with the perfect friends and the perfect grades, that success would find me. I thought by being the perfect person, I was guaranteed happiness and to find the meaning of life. The truth is, even the best decisions come with hesitation. Every path has detours. This is not a flaw of life. This is life. The best life experiences will come from our unexpected and imperfect decisions. You may pick the wrong major and find your passion. The job you might get could be just to put food on the table, but you find the love of your life. The truth is that no choice will ever define you as a person. It is what you are able to do with your choice that truly determines what will happen. Are you able to commit to your choice and go with the flow? Are you able to see that not everything is perfect, but you can still make the most of it? I believe Amy Poehler said it best. Great people do things before they're ready. They do things before they know they can do it. Doing what you're afraid of, getting out of your comfort zone, taking risks like that, that's what life is. You might be really good. You might find out something about yourself that's really special, and if you're not good, who cares? You tried. Now you know something about yourself. If we stand by and wait for the perfect choice, we are going to wait forever. While we're standing there waiting, life is happening right in front of us, beautifully and imperfectly. As we all go our separate ways, whether it is to college, the trades, work, travel, or even the unknown, we all need to stop chasing perfection because such a thing doesn't truly exist. Just make the best decision you can and be brave enough to live them to the fullest. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Maya. And now, I would like to invite our superintendent, Dr. Robert Dawson, to the podium to address the class of 2025 before we pass out the diplomas. Nice and big font for you.
Good evening. I want to start by talking about a person who I met about 25 years ago who is sitting behind me and now losing her mind because she knows what I'm going to do. Jen Clark was a student in a class of mine back at Timberlane High School a very long time ago and has turned into an extraordinary educator, an extraordinary leader, and somebody who this year made an unbelievably difficult choice that I know tore her up to leave us, because that was the best thing for her to do for her, and it is our loss. And I want to say thank you to her tonight for her service to us and the love that she has shown our children. Clarky, well done. Class of 2025, trust me, I know I stand between you and your diplomas, and maybe you don't want to hear it, but here we go. 44 years ago this week, I was like the 114 or so of you before me, sitting in a rather uncomfortable folding chair, listening to my superintendent while my superintendent spoke of the future, thanked a bunch of people I barely knew, and probably dished out some life advice I didn't really care about at the time. While happy to be moving on from high school, I was also conflicted. I had not been accepted to the college of my choice, and I honestly had no idea on that June day where I was headed for college. Fortunately, fate intervened, and I moved all of 2 miles from one part of Durham to another and ended up spending the equivalent of 7 great years at the greatest university in the world, UNH. Right. Trust me, if you're headed up there, you're going to love it. Over the ensuing few decades, I have earned 3 degrees at UNH, and it's honestly my happy place. Fast forward a bit to a few weeks back when the school board voted to appoint me interim superintendent. For the second time in my career, the first when I was named principal at Wyndham High School 10 years ago, my thoughts flew back to the fall of 1976. Yeah, I know. And to Mr. Tappan, the best teacher I ever had. Mr. Tappan was that extraordinary English teacher who never gave up on me. In 8th grade, he pushed me, nudged me, challenged me, and on an occasion or two, yelled at me as he tried and tried and tried to get me to rise to my potential. More than anything, what he was saying to me was, "Robert," and he always called me Robert, "you can do better." He cast me in the school play when he knew I would be a handful, wrote extensive notes on my clumsy middle school writing pieces, had my mother on speed dial before that was even a thing, and sat with me for hours going over tests, quizzes, papers, and more importantly, talking about life. I realize now that he was likely doing that with many of his students, that most of them were less stubborn than I, and that he actually listened. I know from members of his family that he followed along as my career in education progressed, and I know he would have been a little wry smile on his face at me standing here before you tonight wearing this funny hat and having taken my new position. Class of 2025, whether you realize it or not, every single one of you is just now wrapping up an extraordinary experience here at Sanborn Regional High School. Sitting over here tonight are 60 or so of the best educators you will ever encounter. They are 60 Mr. Tappans. They have pushed you, nudged you, challenged you, and on occasion or two, yelled at you in an effort to get you to reach beyond your limitations that you have imposed on yourselves. All of them sacrificed their weekends, evenings, early mornings, time with their families, and higher salaries in the so-called real world for that extra special joy that comes from touching the future, you. A school is not a building. A school is a community of learners. The best teachers are guides, experts, leaders, motivators, role models, and most of all, people who care deeply about their kids. The best students are those that rise to the challenge and demand the same from their teachers. You come in early to ask for that guidance. You rise to levels you didn't think you could reach by trusting your teachers as they lead you there, and you give that caring right back. These teachers may give you so much, but trust me, you give them so much more in return. It's a collaborative, a team effort. I know they are deeply proud of you and what you have become. Class of 2025, I challenge you to live up to the potential that these wonderful leaders and teachers have seen in you. I challenge you to search out those who invested in your life over the last 4 years and say thank you. To write them a note or even an email tomorrow, and to come back this winter and even or 5 years from now and let them know how you are doing. But more than anything, I encourage you to continue to work as hard as your teachers have and to fulfill the potential that lurks inside of you, just waiting to burst out. Make us proud and keep in touch so we may someday smile a little knowing you turned out all right after all.
Thank you, Dr. Dawson, and thank you, Dr. Dawson, for being one of my Mr. Tappans. So thank you. Okay. All right, it is now the moment we've all been waiting for. Tonight we will be conferring 114 diplomas to the class of 2025. Mr. Sam Parsons and Ms. Jill Sparrow will now read the names of the graduates. Diplomas will be presented tonight by Sanborn Regional School District Chair Don Dutton and Assistant Chair Mr. Rick Edelman. I think you should.
I'm just gonna move this. I'll kind of put this to the side, just go right over it. And I think.
Julia May Rockwell. Ina Marie Pelosi. Neely Catherine Kiakia. Alyssa Jordan Radjevich. Luke Patrick Thomas. Robert George Comtois. Hannah Eve Tomini. Charles William Bancroft. Jake Michael Petrie. Holly Elizabeth Regis. Maya Renee Thompson.
Michael Butler. Anthony Vincent Campella.
Anthony Allen Canton. Nicholas Allen Canton. Adam Prescott Clark. Quinlan May Cook. Violet Lois Kuhn. Zachariah Thomas Corona. Rin Corinne Corsi. Michaela Lee Crowley. Charbel Carlos Daher. Aiden Paul Daniel. Cassidy Ann Deputat. Ashton Rose Dorenzo. Ella Marie Doherty. Evan James Doherty. Connor Matthew Doucette.
Douglas Lamont. Giovanni Vincent Monzi. Jacob Glenn Stanley. Tyler John Fortin. Shayla Foster. Giovanni Alexander Frias. Chase Michael Brazell. Ashlyn Shay Gallant. Kylie Elizabeth Gallant. Sabrina De Paula Gaspar. Alyssa Jade Gardina. Frank Joseph Gillespie. Jody Dubrock Capley Griffin. Brody William Hannigan Angelini. Ryan Edward Hardy. Amber Lily Heath. Zoe Sue Henshaw. Sheridan Marie Hickey.
Brady Lim Keen. Grace Lim Keen. Savannah Sky Kelly. Ashley Cohen. Spencer Roland Lamarand. Alicia Rebecca Laprelle. Ava Anita Larkham. Samuel Matthew La Rochelle. Sia Casey Lynn Lehman. Cameron Tyler Lazy. Caleb Will Laziska. Hannah Rachel Laziska.
Carter Jean Lord. Dylan Michael Lundquist. Emma Jo Madigan. Trent Carl Madigan. Abigail Jean Mailhard. Grace Heather McKean. Joseph Xavier Medina. Madeline Reese Mitzner. Joseph David Mosley. Bridget Marilyn Moses. Sarah Ann Nyan. Mackenzie May O'Prey. Brooklyn Rain Ortiz.
Rushi Patel. Aiden Mark Adno. Kylan Lily Patterson. Logan Frank Pickering. Gabriel Lane Pearson. Kaylee Ann Provo. Giovanna Unaki Martins. Maxine Rich Quintal. Dylan Jason Rigo. Devin John Santoro. Brandon James Surratt. Dylan J. Symes. Lexi Marie Smith. Aiden Thomas Sprzinski.
Emery Amy Hope Stewart. Nash Paul Stickney. Logan William Stobrin. Sadie Dorothy Stone. Savannah Lee Stone. Zachary Guy Tessier. Ashley S. Thomas. Layla Jade Oates. Nathan Earl Williams. Nicolina Rose Willis. Jeremy Nathan Winning DePamphilo. Bud Wise. And Alexander Woodbury.
personality. Unsurprisingly, your teachers had trouble being brief. Many of them tried to create hybrid compound adjectives. Each teacher shared moments that offered little glimpses into the person he is. I've heard about his creativity and innovation, his ability to take risks and try new things, about his drive to study German entirely on his own, about his tenacious curiosity and his ability to strike a balance between humor and reverence, about him remembering who on the staff is gluten-free and bringing them special treats, about his delightful unpredictability, and I heard, and this is a direct quote, that he is a super amazing human. In writing this, I learned so much about a student that I thought I already knew pretty well, and I think that makes him a great representative of the class of 2025. These kids, these young adults, are complex and thoughtful and funny, and they've all grown so tremendously over the past 4 years. It's been a joy to see what they've created separately and together. I hope you feel a little of that as this graduate shares some parting words with the class. Please welcome Bud Wise.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Ryan, for the very nice introduction. That was very sweet. To start things off, congratulations to the graduating class of 2025. Parents, friends, family members, and whoever else wandered in. Today, we are here to celebrate us and the time we spent together here at Sanborn as a community. All right, now that that's out of the way, graduation speeches usually have a message, whether it be growth, friendship, the future, and the things you've already heard today. But let's be honest, one person can't capture the full story of our graduating class. We've all had different and unique experiences here, and soon we're all shipping off to places just as different and unique as we are. That's why, instead of giving you my story, I thought, why not tell our story together as one unified, responsible community of young adults. So, let's find out how much of a community we really are by writing this speech together. Y'all ever done a Mad Libs? Oh yeah, this is what you think it is. Do you have it? Oh, perfect. All right, Nicolina, give me a plural noun.
Beans.
Oh, beans, okay. All right. Ashley Thomas, give me a plural noun as well.
Well, feet.
Feet, all right. We're starting off really strong today, aren't we? Emery, can you give me a past tense verb?
Danced.
Ooh, danced. Oh, yeah. I like this. Okay, next, I'm gonna go Logan Pickering. Give me your random object.
Crowbar?
Oh my God.
My fault.
That's a big crowbar. It's a loud crowbar. All right, Brooklyn, give me your class or a school event that we've had here.
Winter Carnival?
Winter Carnival, all right, yeah. Savannah Kelly, give me your best past tense verb.
I'm gonna say 8.
8, oh yeah. All right, next, Chase, you got a verb ending in ing.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. I wish I was. All right, Cassidy, give me your best noun.
Hi, pickle.
Pickle?
Yeah.
Pickle. Joe Borghese, body part.
I'm gonna say nose.
Thank you. Thank you. Caitlin, your best noun.
Mom.
Okay. Yeah. Mom. Shout out. All right, next, Alex Bonagora. Your, what was it, animal?
Let's go with platypus.
All right. Whoa. And then we got Neely. You got a verb.
Tickle.
Okay.
All right.
This is gonna work. This is gonna be great. Luke Thomas, bless me.
Okay. What did it say?
Oh, sorry. I'm so ready. Luke Thomas, you have a past tense verb.
All right, past tense verb. Let's go with sharded.
Oh, all right, okay. We got sharded. If you guys didn't hear that, you said sharded. Didn't know I could say it. Finally, last but not least, Nina, I need a noun.
I'm going to go with teeth.
Okay, yeah. You guys ready? Being here at Sanborn has taught us many important lessons. Like always double check your teeth. Never trust a platypus with your homework. And most importantly, follow your nose, not just your mom. We've also learned many life skills, like how to tickle a pickle before the bell rings. And how to look busy with work while actually sleeping. Yeah. This place also gave us unforgettable memories, like when someone ate in the middle of winter carnival, or when someone brought a crowbar into school for reasons still unknown. We laughed, we cried, we danced so hard we nearly sharded. We came to this school as young feet, and now we're leaving as experienced beings. If that's not growth, I don't know what is. All right, I'm sorry that's it. There's more. There's more. I got some more things to say. I gotta close this out. Okay, but what did we learn today? Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. Maybe that asking a crowd of teenagers to write a speech together is the most efficient choice. Hey, but that's kind of the point. We made something together. It may have been confusing, ridiculous, or accidentally brilliant, depending on your interpretation, of course. But whatever it was ours. And that's what high school is. It's a mashup of different voices, experiences, and moments. And today we've come together one last time, not to just say goodbye, but to celebrate what we've done here. So whether your future is perfectly planned or it feels like a half-filled out Mad Lib, remember, you're not doing it alone. As we walk out these doors, we're carrying everything we've learned. The lessons, the memories, the mistakes, the success. And no matter where you'll end up, you'll always have the community that you built here at Sanborn. So, congratulations, class of 2025. We wrote something unforgettable.
All right. So at this time, I will ask our graduates to please stand. All right. Please move your tassels. Ready for this? Let's see how much you learned at Sanborn. From the right to the left. No, I'm kidding. They got it. We practiced. They're great. I proudly present to you the Sanborn Regional High School class of 2025. If everyone could just remain seated while the graduates leave the building or leave the room. Please stay seated while the graduates leave the room. Thank you all.